Hey, everybody. How's it going? Got a special guest today. We've got Mr. Jordan Valeriote, audio engineer for some of the heavier stuff from Canada, actually. You're out of Guelph, Ontario, are you not?
I was up until about a year ago, and now I'm just on the other side of Toronto, Whitby, Ontario.
Okay, fantastic. I went to college with some dudes from Whitby, so there you go. About a million years ago. Anyway, you've got a new course coming out on Pro Mix Academy, right? And we're looking at two bands you've done, correct?
Yeah, that's right. One's called The Afterimage. They're kind of a local band around Toronto here, and then also got a mix walkthrough with the Silverstein song.
Okay. Yeah. Now, I know the Afterimage. Silverstein, I only know by, I used to record some pop punk bands and they'd always walk in wearing Silverstein shirts. So can you break it down for us a little bit? What's going on with that?
Yeah, they're kind of one of the bigger, I guess you could call them a screamo band from around here. They've been around for a really long time. Mm-hmm. They're still putting out records, just put out one of their best actually. But yeah, I ended up working with them on, I think 3 full lengths between maybe 2010, 2011 till 2015-ish. So yeah, digging into one of their songs in the course.
Okay, cool. And for all you guys going, Glenn, what the hell, man? What are you doing? You don't like screamo? Yeah, I get it. It's not my thing at all. But I was very interested in the Afterimage, just because even though I don't dig the whole drum sample thing, I understand that's going to be about 90% of you guys. So I figured there might be something cool to learn here about how to work with that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll get the screamo stuff out of the way first. What's the song called? How long is the lesson? All that kind of stuff. What's that all about?
For the Silverstein track? Yeah, it's called Face of the Earth. It's so the Silverstein mix walkthrough is a little bit of a bonus to this course. So the meat of it is going to be the Afterimage song, and then like you said, there's a lot of, it's really heavily focused on at least kick and snare samples. The rest of the kit is real on that song.
Okay, that's cool.
With the Silverstein track, it's like recorded in a nice room, Neve console, all real drums. It's enhanced to a samples, but definitely like the live kit is like the meat of the drum sound. So I wanted to do both. Like I didn't want to just put out a course where it's purely a kick and snare sample. I wanted to show people how to do both. I think is super important. Like I think you can't just be a one-trick pony who can, buy some samples and make your drums sound good and you don't actually know how to mix real drums. Like we need to cover both, I think. So
fair enough. I would agree with that. I mean, like in today's market, especially, that's the thing. I've definitely heard cases where guys will, do a contest or something like that here, mix real drums, and what they get back is like, holy fuck, what is that? And just it doesn't quite work so well. So yeah, learning how to do the real thing really helps. So you said you did it on a Neve in a nice big room. Was it at phase one?
No, it was at Metalworks actually.
Oh, okay, fantastic. I got to track at phase one there a couple years ago before they closed it, and it was just beautiful big room with beautiful big Neve console and whatnot. Never worked at Metalworks yet though.
Yeah, it's probably the best sounding drum room that I've ever tracked in. Like when everyone gets these multi tracks, it's like the stereo room pair is only like 10 feet away, and it just sounds massive. And then we have this other mic that's a little bit around the corner. It's kind of an L-shaped room. Okay, and we just kind of messed it up on the way in compression, and it's just like. It sounds huge. It sounds awesome. It's a huge part of the drum sound.
Yeah, that'll be that's the fun mic, as it were. Just like abuse the hell out of it and see what you get. And that was the thing. We're kind of going over a list of your bands. And, the Afterimage came up. Now Sam Jacobs, who's a friend of mine, he played in the Afterimage there for a while. I'm not sure if he's on this track or not. Is he? I'm very curious.
You know what? I don't know, man. I worked with them across so many years, and they went through a few players, so I can't remember.
Okay. Anyway, so the Afterimage is more the proggy, super technical, really difficult to play guitar stuff that a lot of you guys really dig. And I thought that might be cool. And this, unfortunately, is using a lot of samples. And just break this down on your process there. What was the whole idea behind this?
Yeah, so that one, it was taking a song that I had tracked and mixed a little while ago. And just basically in the course, I strip it all down to 0 and mix the whole song again. Obviously recording and explaining each step, each decision along the way. And, in this mix, as well as the original, I'd replaced the kick and snare completely, which I don't do a lot, but in this case, it was just because of just performance issues and everything. And like you said, to be competitive with the genre. But the interesting thing with this one is that those Silverstein drum recordings I was talking about at Metalworks Studio, I had actually recorded samples of the kick and snare of that kit, and I never really used them until now. So I actually took those just dry, raw kick and snare samples and then used those in the after image mix. So even though it is samples, I'm actually triggering just raw off the mic sounds and processing those like I would a real drum kit. And then that's it though. The toms are kept all natural, cymbals, room, all natural.
Okay. That's cool. And here's the thing, for a lot of guys who aren't quite there yet with real drums when it comes to mixing that kind of thing, I mean, like, this is something I even want to explore on the channel, is the possibility of doing hybrid kits. Because I understand, doing a full real kit might not be an option for everybody. Believe me, I get it. So when you start doing hybrids with like, electric toms and kick and maybe a real snare and real cymbals, that kind of thing, you can do some really cool stuff. That's the reality in a lot of the situation, and when it comes to modern production. And I'm screaming against it usually because I'm just like, because I'm hearing it everywhere. You know what I mean? It's unfortunately the rule rather than the exception these days. So what's the name of the song?
The song is called Pathogen.
Cool. And it sounds like this. And can you tell us how long the lesson is?
The lesson, you know what? I have not checked. I'm guessing to come in around, it's a full mix, so 6 to 7 hours, I would say. Usually,
okay, fantastic.
Get in a mix about that time, yep.
Awesome. Do we have a price on the lesson yet?
I believe the release week, we're doing it for $127.
Wow.
As opposed to regular $197.
Whoa, that's fantastic. All right, that's cool. Again, you're getting 2 songs for the price of 1. So there you go. You want to get it for a discount. It's $127. Links are going to be in the description below. So there you go. Double shot with the after image and Silverstein. What's the name of the Silverstein track again?
Face of the Earth.
Face of the Earth. Okay, cool. And how long is that lesson?
That one's probably about 2 hours. That's more of it's a lot of the same techniques that I show you, but it's just here's what it is on a real drum kit and with some kind of not as heavy down tune source material. Okay, cool.
Question, do we get dry tracks on the guitars, or everything is just like hard cut through an amp?
I can give you DIs on the Silverstein tracks.
Okay, cool. But we don't have that on the after image.
Don't have them on the after image.
Okay. All right. Well, it's worth asking anyway. So that's cool. So Silverstein, you can mangle the guitars as much as you like, run it through an amp sim, run it through real amps, whatever, what have you. That's pretty cool. Right on. Okay. Well, hey, Jordan, thanks very much for being on the show. Really appreciate you stopping by and showing us what's up. So you guys want to get your hands on some cool lessons from somebody who mixes a lot differently than I do. Maybe learn a couple different things. I know I want to check this out. I want to see what Jordan's up to, see how he works, see how he does his thing. I'm going to check it out. Anyway, you can follow the links in the description below so you can get your hands on the Jordan Valeriote lessons. Links are in the description below. It's on sale this week. Then it goes back up to like $197. Nobody wants that, so get it while you can. Anyway, thanks again, Jordan, for being on the show. I'll see you guys next time. Take it easy.